In today's news, we have Rangers told Lenon Miller transfer terms amid Motherwell exit speculation. Rangers register interest in £5 million star who's a dream roof replacement. Hannibal Mejbri spotted stateside as brakes pulled on advanced Rangers talks. £10 million star wants Rangers to push transfer boat out for him as he rejects moves amid burning Ibrox dream. And finally, James Tavernier breaks silence on Rangers' future. Before I spill the beans, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around until the end so you don't miss any of the nitty-gritty details. Here's the deal. Andy Halliday has squashed rumors linking young Lenon Miller to Rangers, saying there's no chance we're getting him for just £2 million. Apparently, the Light Blues have been eyeing the 17-year-old Motherwell prodigy, sending scouts to watch him during pre-season. Football Scotland reported this on the 10th of July. Now, the rumor mill went into overdrive on social media, with some saying Halliday reckoned the deal was all but done. But the man himself set the record straight on the Open Goal YouTube channel on the 31st of August. He said, "Apparently on Twitter I've told some guy who's my mate that Lenon Miller is going to sign for Rangers. I'm calling out that guy now. You're full of it. I'm not being funny. You know it's a load when they say it's only £2 million for Lenon. $2 million's not getting you Lenon Miller, I'll tell you that now, no chance." So what's the real story here? Well, Rangers might be in the race for Miller, but there's nothing concrete suggesting a deal has been struck between us and Motherwell. With the new season looming, it's clear we don't have heaps of cash to splash on new signings. We're relying on player sales to free up funds for fresh faces. Given Halliday's comments, it sounds like Motherwell's asking price for Miller is well above £2 million, which puts us in a bit of a bind. Philippe Clement's side might struggle to meet that price tag right now. Fingers crossed we see some more signings to bolster the squad before the transfer window shuts. But as for Miller, we might have to play the waiting game and look at making our move next summer. A bit of a reality check on the Lenon Miller front, but let's keep the faith and see how things unfold. Glasgow Rangers have been busy in the transfer market, and the latest news is that we've got our eyes on a potential dream replacement for Kemar Roofe. We recently said goodbye to Connor Goldson, one of our stalwart defenders, as part of Philippe Clement and Niels Koppen's squad overhaul. At the end of May, we also waved off John Lundstrom, Borna Barisic, Kemar Roofe, Ryan Jack, and John McLaughlin, all leaving as free agents. Now Clement's looking to fill those boots, and there's one name that's catching everyone's eye: Tommy Conway from Bristol City. According to Football Insider, Rangers are in the race to sign this Scottish star, but we've got some competition from Middlesbrough, who seem to be leading the charge. Bristol Live mentioned that Borough have slapped down an offer worth up to £5 million for Conway. The big question is, will we match it? Now, why is Tommy Conway such a catch? Well, unlike Roofe, who's been a bit of a sick note over the years, missing at least 12 games every season and a whopping 70 games over the past 2 campaigns, Conway's got a much cleaner bill of health. He's only missed 10 games through injury in his entire career. And it's not just about staying fit. Conway had a cracking season in the Championship with Bristol City. At 21 years old, he's been dubbed a gifted talent by EFL boss Steve Evans and could bring a lot more reliability and threat in the final third compared to Roofe. Plus, he's young, which means Clement can mold him into an even better player over the years. Roofe, on the other hand, is at the tail end of his career with little room for improvement. So, in a nutshell, Tommy Conway could be the perfect replacement for Roofe, offering more reliability, more goals, and more potential for growth. Let's dive into the latest saga involving Hannibal Mejbri. So Hannibal Mejbri's name has been buzzing around Ibrox this summer, getting Rangers fans all excited. The 21-year-old Manchester United talent, who's been linked with a move to Rangers, is in the final year of his contract at Old Trafford. Reports last week had us in advanced talks with him, which got everyone's hopes up. Even transfer guru Fabrizio Romano mentioned Rangers as potential suitors for the Tunisian international. But hold your horses. Any dreams of signing Mejbri in time for today's Champions League squad registration have been dashed. Why? Well, Hannibal's been spotted in the USA, part of the Manchester United squad. He came off the bench in United's 3-2 preseason win over Real Betis in San Diego, even picking up a yellow card for his troubles. With Man United wrapping up their preseason tour against Liverpool in South Carolina on Sunday before heading back to the UK for a Charity Shield clash with Man City on the 10th of August, It doesn't look like Mejbri's moving to Rangers anytime soon. Now here's where it gets even juicier. Reports from Tunisia suggest that Celtic are also eyeing Mejbri. With Matt O'Reilly and Rio Hatate potentially on their way out of Parkhead, Celtic might be looking to bring in some fresh midfield talent. And let's be honest, their bigger spending power and automatic Champions League spot could be a thorn in our side. But here's the twist. It's also possible that sources in North Africa have mixed up the two old firm sides. Linking both Rangers and Celtic to a player is a classic agent's trick to boost a player's profile during the transfer window. Whatever the case, Hannibal Mejbri's future isn't going to be sorted out anytime soon. Rangers fans will have to wait for a clearer update once he returns to the UK. Just to remind you, Manchester United shelled out a reported €10 million, £8.4 million to sign him from AS Monaco back in 2019, and he's made 13 appearances at Old Trafford since then. Morgan Whittaker is turning heads and making waves, and it seems he's got his heart set on a move to Rangers. The lad's been rejecting offers left, right, and center, holding out for the Gers to step up their game with a better offer. Whittaker was on our radar during Michael Beale's time in charge, and now Philippe Clement might just reignite that interest. Last season, Whittaker was on fire at Plymouth, banging in 19 goals and serving up 8 assists in the championship. No wonder there's interest, right? Football Scotland reports that Plymouth value him at a hefty £10 million. Now we might struggle to cough up that kind of cash, but with some crafty add-ons and extras, we could potentially put together a convincing package. The kicker. Whittaker is keen on making the move to Glasgow. He's already knocked back other offers in Europe, waiting for Clement and the Gers to come calling again. Over the weekend, Plymouth manager Wayne Rooney, yes, that Wayne Rooney, said, "They are two very important players. I think today was the first time Coops has worn the armband as well. I didn't know that. He has just told me after the game. Nothing has changed. They are Argyle players, and I'm very confident that will remain for the rest of this season." But here's hoping Whittaker's got other ideas, eh? Rangers have been linked with a bunch of forwards this summer. We've already nabbed Hamza Egamani, and there's chatter about Hearts talisman Lawrence Shankland catching Clement's eye. Morgan Whittaker's holding out for his Ibrox dream, and it's up to Rangers to make it happen. Let's see if we can pull this one off and add some serious firepower to our attack. James Tavernier has finally spoken out about all the chatter around his future at Rangers. There's been talk of him possibly heading to Trabzonspor this summer, but Tav's made it clear. He's fully committed to staying at Ibrox. Even last season, there were rumors linking him to Saudi Arabia, but our captain isn't having any of it. When asked about his future on Rangers TV, he said, "I just don't take any notice, basically. There has been speculation for a long time now, if it's a year and a half. I addressed it towards the end of last season. I am fully committed to the job in hand. That's where my mindset will always be, fully committed, coming day by day and trying my extreme hardest to push myself and the team on. To do what I do every single day is to be a professional footballer. It's like I'm 18 again. Every single day there is joy for me to come in to train. I am living the dream." Now, about those preseason matches he missed. Tav was out with a hip issue, but he's back and raring to go for the league opener against Hearts. He explained that missing some matches while training in the Netherlands was just to give his hip flexor a bit of a rest. He had some fluid in there, so it was the perfect time to let it settle down instead of pushing through it. Tav said, "It is obviously unusual for me to miss, but with it being preseason, it was a perfect time to rest my hip flexor. Sitting on the sidelines watching the lads training was hard to do, but my body feels a lot better now. So getting 2 games underneath my belt before the season starts was key. Me, personally, I am ready to go, so there you have it. Our skipper is fully committed to Rangers, feeling good, and ready to lead the team into the new season. Cheers to what's shaping up to be an exciting year ahead." I'll be back with more bombastic and exclusive Rangers news at any moment. If you don't want to miss any, just hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, alright? We are the people.